So what do I need? What?
We gotta remember to say the time for a podcast.
Don't you lie!
Copy that.
Who you think you are? Soy sauce.
Pass the nut. Marmaduke, you're a genius.
I'll make you eat those words!
Kill it, Billy.
Can't kill you, you're part of me. Somebody is me.
So that I can do the funny edit with
Yeah,
it?
we're doing the funny edit.
That was organic.
Okay.
That was organic. We definitely
That was
didn't
very
do that
organic.
originally.
This
and it
wasn't
was
the
funny.
second try.
Alright, shut up. Okay.
It's time for a podcast.
Don't you lie!
Copy that.
Who you think you are? Soy sauce.
Pass the nut. Marmaduke, you're a genius.
I'll make you eat those words!
Kill it, Billy.
Can't kill you, you're part of me. Somebody is me.
I already did it.
Use that one.
Now I gotta do it twice. Okay. Okay. So, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to this.
We haven't done this in a while.
Max, can you
I
stop?
feel like
I'm getting Shadow Mario.
Stop practicing.
He's not on.
Wait, we gotta do.
I'm not gonna be
who's
prepared.
here?
I'm not gonna get the W.
I feel like we're all too close.
I'm not.
Well, you're not, but like Max,
Max is just a quiet
Max,
child, so.
Aaron,
Excuse
and
me?
Sean are too close. While
are
Spencer is
Hello.
a good distance.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
I
loud.
am.
That was an organic introduction.
They have to like
Like
keep
the
me in the
cross
back.
that
They have to
Jesus
keep me
died on.
chained
Yeah,
up.
that's the cross that Jesus died on. Exactly.
I have so many juicy stories that I gotta be. I gotta be held back.
Alright. So,
Thank you, Max.
so Spencer has a particular
I don't-
story. He
We're
reserved.
just gonna launch
Do
into
you want
this.
to? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
like,
hear it. You've
what
been,
else-
hyping, you've been
what do you
hyping it
wanna-
up all day.
What do you want to lead up to us with, Spencer? What's your idea?
I figured
Go.
we'd do a
No.
little bit of.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay,
one
wait,
do I
hold
do
on.
The
Hold on.
first one, the one that I know.
Spencer has a story that he was reserving
Yes,
for
two
the sake of
stories.
I have
podcast.
two stories.
He
This
has
one is
story.
not.
One
being
story
reserved.
that happened like Thursday, and then one story that he's been saving for a while.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
Can I start with the one I've been saving?
I don't care.
Well, yours.
Actually, this
it
one-
launches into an
Yeah.
actual conversation, whereas this one's just. Okay, so as of late, I've been making a bunch of really funny, super funny jokes.
You actually might want to come closer.
Yeah, you're a little.
Hello.
That's
As
good.
lately, I've
Yeah,
been
it's
making a bunch of really funny jokes about water poops. They've been really funny.
Move
They've
the
been
mic.
really quirky.
Water poops are diarrhea, by the way.
Yeah, sure. So I this was like a thing I thought was really funny for a while. And one day see, I probably would have told this better had this been closer. But basically one day for school, I really like wasn't feeling well. And I told my mom, I was like, "Look, Mom, I don't feel well." So I I went to the bathroom, I did my thing, whatever. And on my way out, I gambled on a fart and lost, and I had to look at my mom in the eyes and tell her that, and I had to slowly walk inside.
Wait, what do you mean?
He had to tell his mom he pooped his pants.
I pooped my pants on the way out to the car. And I had to, like, slowly come back inside, and I stayed in my room all day, and I felt so bad that, like, I just stayed in my room, didn't talk to anyone for the rest of the day because I was so
You
embarrassed.
stayed home from school?
I stayed home from school. I was that, like, mortified that I actually, like, pooped my pants.
Wait,
I
did
felt
you
like
just-
a fucking...
Spencer, you shit your pants on and you stayed home from school because of it?
This was on my way to school. Or, like, I was about to get in the car to go to school.
And you shit your pants.
I
And
just,
instead
like...
of changing your pants, cleaning up your butthole, you stayed home all day long instead.
I stayed home because I was very... I was
your
a little
mom.
mortified.
It's your
fucking
mom.
cares?
Who cares?
Now everyone knows.
Now everyone
Before
knows.
it was
Everyone's
just your
laughing
mom.
at you. Now I'm gonna
that's-
forward this. I'm gonna put it
Everyone
on. I'm
hears-
gonna put it on the loudspeaker at your school.
Put it on their school intranet.
Yeah.
I stayed home
Spencer.
from school.
When was the last time you guys pooped your pants?
Yeah, that's what I was, like, eventually assuming.
For me, I believe it was kindergarten.
Well, I mean, this is why I stayed home
Because
from
I
school.
wanted to go home, so I pooped my pants, and I was like, I
Have
want to
we
go home.
talked about this on a podcast before?
Yeah,
I think we
I
have.
think we talked about it on the last one.
Oh, okay. Well, This isn't a good topic conversation.
No, Spenser, next story.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, on to the actually interesting story. I don't know. Okay, so this one isn't as cuckoo crazy.
Crazy bones.
I'd say it's pretty cuckoo crazy.
Okay, it is cuckoo. Aaron is the only one that knows this story other than me.
Okay.
Oh, my mom and you'll know. Me. Gotta get my story.
Fucking just go.
Okay,
Just
so
go, Crazy
my-
Bones.
Sean, you want to talk about Go Crazy
I do
Bones? You
wanna
want me to
talk
tell
about-
a goddamn story?
Go Crazy Bones were tiny miniature.
Sean!
Wait, I don't actually know what they are.
Oh, they're tiny miniature figures
Oh my
that people would collect in little
yeah,
packages.
okay,
Are
shut
you
up.
sure this isn't too loud?
What? No,
Well,
that's fine.
we're all.
That's because we were getting all loud and rambunctious.
You know those
Okay.
like when you put the quarter in like Pizza Street and you turn the knob and then you get things.
And,
No,
yeah,
no,
great
I got
pizza,
all
great
They were
my
like
pizza.
blind bags.
And all you can eat.
You guys
want
want to see my collection of Go Crazy
I got mine.
Bones?
No,
I got mine from
majority
Pizza
mine.
Street.
Sean, I don't. Sean.
Hold on,
Sean,
I've
Sean,
come
it's a
back.
podcast.
I don't want that.
You're all my Go Crazy Bones.
Sean, it's a podcast.
I didn't want
Nobody
that.
can hear
Oh
this.
my God.
Nobody can hear your crazy bones.
Everyone heard my Crazy Bones. They
But
can't
nobody
see
can
him.
hear what they see like.
Nobody can hear what they
For those
see
of you
like.
listening at home, a majority of these are mine.
They are not. They're
You didn't buy that.
They
I bought you
have-
like 3 packs.
I will admit that a lot of them are yours.
I
think
like
that it's-
2/3.
I think that it's like okay. I will admit that. You're probably right. Do you want your Go Crazy Bones back?
No, that's why I just want to establish that they aren't your Crazy Bones technically.
Well, you're not taking them back. They're in Sean's possession. They are his crazy bones.
These Crazy Bones are mine. Alright, continue your
You
story.
can't continue. You're busy pouring things.
Yeah,
into
go
a
ahead.
little jar.
Finish your fucking.
Alright, hold on, guys. Shit, I dropped
Do the
one.
C-3PO one.
This is.
Yeah, no, we're just
Might as well
we're gonna
practice
wait.
my,
Yeah, practice
my
some more
Shadow
Mario.
Mario.
I thought we were gonna have a fun fucking podcast, but
Well,
apparently
yeah,
Sean had to
Mario.
pick up his go. You missed one.
You unleashed.
Here. I'm holding it up to the mic because this is a really funny joke for a podcast. Fuck you.
You forgot the Lego.
Oh, thank you, Aaron.
And you forgot the
Oh,
Lego.
yeah, you
The
forgot
Lego.
another Lego.
Okay, thank you.
This works really well.
Thanks, guys.
Cut out Bean Boozled. Fucking does a Crazy Bone joke. Fuck you.
Alright,
Crazy bone jokes. Just that's a hack bit.
Honestly, it's a cliche, and we're above that.
Max learned about it on
Alright.
TV tropes.
Continue your continue your story.
Check the page TV Trope / a Crazy Bone style joke podcast.
Continue my. I didn't even start it, Sean.
Start your story.
Okay. I gotta do my warm ups again. You got me
Oh
all
my
flustered.
god, fucking god, do it.
Okay. So I signed up for psychology this semester. We just switched semesters at my school, so you're doing all your new classes and whatever. And I signed up for psychology just to kind of fill in an hour because I'm not really interested in any class.
Spencer, scooch up more.
Because I don't do anything. I have no interests other than being very loud and obnoxious. So
at those.
there's like a table situation there where it's like
Poster table?
4 desks.
Sorry, I'm just continue.
And there's like 4 desks smooshed together. 4 people, whatever. Those are like your groups for like group projects and the like. And this is about to get a lot less funny. I don't know why this. Okay, you smoosh them together. So I, being the man,
You're just fishing for reasons.
I hate.
You
this.
are fishing for reasons to just make this story take as long as possible.
Yeah, just
I just
fucking
don't.
go.
I
Say
don't
it.
like it.
Say it.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell it?
No, I'm gonna tell it. All right. So me being the guy, the social butterfly that I am, I decide, hey, maybe you should like kind of get acquainted with your table mates because you're dealing with these people for quite some time, right? Yeah. I guess I'll let you live.
Jesus.
I wasn't even thinking that extreme, but you know.
So I'm sorry. This is
Hey,
distracting.
table mates, don't come to school on Monday.
Fine.
So this girl, she says hi to me. I say hello back, kind of, start the, oh yeah, it sucks to be back, blah blah blah. So over time, we've been in school for like a couple of weeks at this point, and we're kind of acquainted. It's not really like you know each other. Like, you wouldn't consider each other very much friends, more so than just like occasionally you'll make a like.
You sit at the same table.
Yeah, you sit at the same table, so you talk.
Just like schoolmates.
Yeah, it's a work relationship, and that's all it is. So one day, by one day I mean like last Thursday.
Yeah, it was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago from now. She asked me, she goes, "What lunch do you have today?" And I go, I have first lunch, because you gotta block them off, because it's like a shitload of people. You can't just like have everybody go into the lunchroom at once. You having fun, Aaron?
Yeah, I found my water.
Okay.
Where's your water?
Yeah, where was it? Was it over here in the corner?
Where's my water? Okay, sorry.
Anyways, so I say I have first lunch, and she goes, "Hey, do you want to like sit together or something?" And okay, so normally at lunch I sit alone, not because I'm I can't sit with people. It's more that I use the time to do homework and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. So I say, sure. Yeah, I'm very popular, guys. So I say sure. And it gets to lunch. It rolls around lunch. This was in the morning when made these lunch plans, and I get my lunch. We run into each other. We find each other, and we go sit down. And it's going well. Sean, knock it off.
You're taking so fucking
No,
long.
he's getting to a part.
Okay,
Don't worry. It's
all right.
It requires the build.
It's not
Build
pork.
up. All right.
We sit down. It's going well. We're doing like the general like talking that we do. Just like joking about the same shit. Nothing special. And my school does this like thing for Valentine's Day where you can send somebody like a candygram, right? And it's like, oh, pay $2 and you can send like a sucker to someone. Right?
That's how you tell a girl that you want a sucker.
Yeah. Hey. And I look up at the sign. The sign's up. Max is smiling at me. I look up at the sign and I make the casual thing of, who buys these candygrams? And she looks at me and she goes, like pretty desperate people.
No.
And, we laugh it off. Like, that's, like, it's just, whatever. We keep going. But by this point, I've realized, wait, if this girl's asking me out to lunch...
Hey, do you want to sit at my table?
Yeah.
It's not like a table. It's like... We still had to act...
Go on a date with me in the cafeteria?
It wasn't a date thing.
It wasn't a date, guys. I don't like girls.
Girls are gross.
This girl wants to date me.
No, but like... Just...
Another
shut
girl
up!
ever dressed.
She obviously...
not a damsel in
She
distress.
wanted to sit with me, so whatever. I think, okay, wait, maybe I'm, like, accidentally kind of, like, giving off the wrong vibes here? Because I do have a girlfriend. Shut up. Yeah, pretty hot. You don't know her. She goes to a different school, though.
Funny that she does.
Yeah. All of us.
So I kind of like realize this, and I go, okay, well, I don't want to like assume that's what she's doing, but I'm gonna just kind of like bring it up and just kind of like be sure it's known.
Like, oh, me and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's what I did. I go, yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of giving stuff on like Valentine's Day and like anniversaries and everything, but my girlfriend really likes that kind of stuff. And she goes like, oh, like, do I know her? Does she go here? A normal question.
She goes to a different school, dude.
No, you don't know her.
No,
in summer camp, she's Russian.
She's a model, even though she's only like 14.
Really fucking weird.
You know, I roll with it.
There's a lot of messed up stuff in the
It's
industry.
really fucked up that Spenser's 17 and dating a 14-year-old.
So
He's just an 8th grader.
Back a few years, whatever.
I tossed out, you know, I tossed that out, and she goes, "Oh, does she go here?" And I say, "No, she graduated last year," this is true. She did graduate, and she's in art school now. Starting this year, and she goes, "Oh, like, do I know her name?" I say her name. It's Leah. I don't want to say her last name because I'm not sure if she's like cool with that or not.
Probably not.
Yeah. So
Just leave it at Leah.
yeah.
Leah,
So I go, "It's Leah blank."
Dude!
Oh man, I dropped it. And she goes, "No, the name doesn't sound familiar. Do you have a picture of her? Maybe I'll recognize like her face." Now this is the dilemma that shows up.
No, that's
I think it's very creepy to keep pictures of like. I don't know. I just don't like keeping pictures of people. I think it's like a weird.
Yeah, I think
thing.
it's weird to keep pictures of my girlfriend, but in every single video game I play, I represent her as my playable character.
Okay, that's really fucking funny. Yes, I play as my girlfriend in all the games
like, what the
to
fuck,
make her mad.
Spenser?
And it's
It's your girlfriend.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
like
so I
it.
took it
Like you're
RP as her.
fucking, like you're 50 years old and you're in your house. You're like, ugh, pictures of my mom. Get her out of here.
I don't know.
I don't want to be a creep.
It's
You
weird.
have a crush on her.
Pictures of my kid on my office desk. Ew.
That's
Let me
weird.
go back to
Pictures taken
playing
over.
as my kid in Death Road to Canada.
Maybe I'll play as my
You guys
kid
are
in
real
Witcher.
fucking funny, huh?
RP is my child in Skyrim.
But being the Joker that I am, the thing that's always fun to do when you have an other,
An SO.
is to kind of, make them mad just to mess with them.
Yeah, dude.
Which
That's
is
how you know
something
love
I
is
do.
real, when you just infuriate them all the time.
Okay, that's what I do. I'm not. All right.
Not gonna lie.
So
I feed off of her anger.
I have.
It's literally the only thing keeping me alive.
I look at my phone and I go, okay, well, let's find a picture. And then, this conversation happens, in my head. And then I go, oh, shit. I only have
Two pictures.
really,
There's two pictures of
awful pictures of Leah. Making, pictures of her, mid-blink with her face really puffed up.
You know the...
Yeah, I know what it is.
And I kind of have this moral dilemma, and then I look in my phone, I'm like, please tell me I have one good picture. And I do. I have one good picture.
You have the
of
picture
Leah.
for the computers, right?
No, not anymore. But
he takes a picture then deletes it because that'd be creepy.
I'll make it my
but
Instagram
I do have
profile
another
picture,
picture
Yeah,
where
that's right.
once again I took a picture to make her mad, but it actually came out to be a good picture. And she was like, it was in the morning, so she was still in bed. So I find this picture and I look at it and I go no, that gives off a really bad,
she's in
creepy
bed.
It's a
vibe.
weird vibe.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not gonna
this
show her
picture.
this picture. Now you think that's a good judgment call. Then I made a much worse one and decided to show her I have it on me. I'm not going to
the bad
show it.
picture?
The terrible,
You wanna-
infamous bad picture that I
we
made
allowed-
my lock screen to piss her off. Where she's
Her
mid
glasses are on the tip of her nose, mid blink. Her cheeks are incredibly puffed
Yeah.
out.
It's
She looks like a pufferfish. honestly.
it's a pufferfish picture because she was eating also.
Oh, okay. That's
We're at Culver's and she was eating and I took a picture of her mid blink.
I thought she was just doing that.
No. So
She often bloats.
bad call. Bad call.
Just,
Hey, I am willing to admit
That's how she scares off
that was
predators.
a bad move.
Yeah, wait, which you
He-
showed her
he
that
showed
picture?
her that picture,
I
yes.
showed her that picture.
Well, did you
Bad
list
call.
I only really have
Yes,
really bad
yes. I did preface it with, this is an awful picture, and I know it looks awful,
But it sounded funny, so
I found it funny at the time, blah, blah, blah. And,
I'm much more mature now.
she goes,
baby.
this is where,
Hair flip.
she looks me dead in the eyes, kind of like saddles up and she goes, look, I am a brutally honest person. And this is like where you kind of go, what?
Where's she going with this, right?
What? Your girlfriend is not attractive, but you are. I think you're way out of her league. I don't see why you should be dating someone that's that ugly. And I'm sitting there like, what? Like I'm like a little like off. Like, okay, maybe this is just like a really
like,
tasteless joke.
You just laugh it off.
Yeah, I kind of do that like nervous, like yeah, laugh. And she goes, no, really, I have judgment. You see, I'm not a picky person. I like both men and women, and I don't know. I just don't think. Oh, god damn it! I messed up the. Okay, there's one part that I've gotten out of order twice.
Yeah, he got this out of order when he was telling it to me too.
But it kind of doesn't matter as long as it fits the context. So before the picture thing, so this is before I kind of go, what the fuck is happening? She's like, oh, what is she like? And I go, oh, jokingly, I go, oh, like she's needy, but like it's very obviously a joke. Like that one was like, you cannot misinterpret this as a joke, and I even say like that's a joke, and then I go like, oh, she's like a very creative person, blah blah blah. So she brings us back up after she's going, your girlfriend's ugly.
Yeah.
TBH, your girlfriend's pretty ugly.
Yeah, that's why I made that joke earlier. She goes on and says, well, I mean, you said she's needy. She might just not be the one. And I go, what? This point, I'm kind of like, wait, is she joking?
Yeah.
And she starts going on and on and on about how I'm in a toxic relationship. This girl is not the girl for me. How she's just, I'm way out of her league. I'm so attractive comparatively to her, who is just the ugliest thing she's ever seen. And if she has personality things, then there's nothing like redeeming with her.
Has Leah been abusing you in Terraria?
She's been abusing me in Terraria.
No, but at this point, I'm kind of like, this is like an insanely awkward situation to find yourself in. So in my head, I'm kind of like panicking at this point. Like, how do you respond to this? How do you respond to this? How do I get out of this? Yeah. What the fuck is actually happening right now? I love her, but
well,
that's
you see, Sean.
So I'm playing this out in my head. I kind of start drowning her out. She goes on for about 3 to 5 minutes, keeps going on with this while I'm like kind of having a mental breakdown in my head, like what is happening? I hate this. It's the first time I've actually been speechless in a scenario, but after I've kind of collected myself, I kind of tune back in. She looks at me, looks me in the eyes, and says, get a little close to the mic here. Do you love her? How the fuck do you respond to a random stranger asking you, looking you dead in the eyes, going, you're in a toxic relationship, your girlfriend's ugly, do you love her? Just like that. Yeah. Very seriously. Do you love her?
Yeah. I'd like to.
And knowing like this situation would be like, oh yeah, I do. But like knowing who Spensr is, like I could imagine how like weird it is to say something so like genuine.
Yeah, because you're not an emotional person at all.
I'm like I fucking said like I've heard Spensr say like 2 genuine things to me over the course of our entire friendship.
Yeah. No, I'd like
imagining him saying something genuine to like a random stranger.
Yeah.
Seems completely.
There's also it's a stranger asking me if I love my girlfriend.
I would like to reiterate real quick. This is like 2 weeks into the semester.
This is like not.
Spenser doesn't know her first
I don't
name.
know her first name.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to, ask this person, what's your name again?
Yeah.
Because she knows mine.
And she knows that you don't love your girlfriend.
No, well, okay, yeah,
what amazes me is how devote she is to saying you're in a toxic relationship when you've literally just said barely anything about her.
This is what Aaron said, and it makes sense.
What?
The way she was presenting this entire thing made it look like she was trying to level with me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think she's the one, bro.
Me, on the other hand.
No,
she never tried to sell herself.
This is the most interesting part of this to me, is at the beginning you're like, okay, maybe this girl is trying to get with Spenser, and then Spenser says, oh, I have a girlfriend, and she's like, oh, okay.
She takes it well at first.
Yeah, takes it well at first, and then kind of goes on from there, and it gets back, and then she gets really real, and it's is she trying to get Spenser to break up with his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Or is she just very concerned for him?
I think she's probably just crazy.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird when she started asking you for pictures of your girlfriend.
Okay,
Yeah.
weird. Okay.
Well, that's understandable because she didn't recognize the name, but she thought she might recognize the person.
Yeah, but so you just stop at that point. You don't ask for pictures. That's kind of weird.
Yes,
I
but
don't think
it's
that-
that's
I
not
don't
the
think it's
most.
weird to ask for
Max,
pictures.
that's not the most awkward
It's
thing.
more-
I know it's not. I think that's a bad sign.
I would have
though.
taken it more I wouldn't have taken it can I see pictures of your girlfriend as much
It's
as
probably just
I don't know this
what's
person.
she look like?
What does she look
Yeah,
like?
this is it was never
Put a
like
face to
Why
a
are
name.
you so curious?
I don't know. It's just
I don't
you
know.
know,
I
they're
think
You're
hanging
trying to have a
out.
conversation.
Yeah,
I get it.
That's where the conversation's gone, and now it's do
Maybe
you love your girlfriend?
maybe it was a bit weirder
So
of a way
Spenser.
to understand that.
Do you love your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how I
That's his response.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I look at her
Send
and
the podcast
I'm this is the most
Scott's honor.
this is 100% the strangest interaction I have ever had with another human being. I do not know what to do here.
What about
I am panicking. I usually can kind of bullshit my way, or at least think to myself that I'm getting out of a situation fine. Very rarely am I, but still, I can kind of get out of it.
Yeah.
This time, I'm completely stumped.
Yeah.
I look down.
What
Are we doing here? We're eating lunch.
What?
I've been eating my lunch. I look at her and I say, I gotta go throw away my trash. Instead of answering the question of whether or not I love my girlfriend, I pick up my stuff, I throw it away, and then I keep on walking the other direction and go into the bathroom and wait out the rest of lunch.
Did you have your stuff with you?
Yeah, I
Did
brought
you
it
just
with
leave-
me.
Did you just bail
I
it at
totally
the-
bailed.
Okay.
Here's the worst part. This took place on a Thursday, yes?
Yeah.
I have Friday off.
Yeah.
So we are currently in the middle of the
We're in the middle
to
of the
be
story.
continued.
We don't know what's going on
I
next
have to-
episode, dude.
I have to come back Monday and sit down at the same table as this girl that asked me if I love my girlfriend, and I totally bailed on the conversation
I gotta go
and left her waiting.
Are you gonna have to do projects with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
person I have to deal with for several months at
The
least.
Chronicles of what should we name her?
I don't want to name her.
What's your name?
I'm going to accidentally. I'm going to
If we
accidentally
name her-
call her.
Yeah.
If we name her Karen or something, Spencer's gonna accidentally call her Karen. She'll be like, "That's not my name.
She's gonna go what did you say?
My name's Jolie."
Do you love me, Spenser?
Do you love me?
But I've told Aaron the story the first time, so I'm a bit less panicked about this whole situation. Last night, I was still very freaked out by this whole thing. I'm still I'm still a little on the edge about it, but I'm a lot less shaken than I was yesterday. But yeah, I just
There it is.
There's my story, but.
Mystery of Petunia.
God damn it! But yeah, the reason I didn't want to tell it on the podcast is this person doesn't seem like they're all got their shit together.
Yeah.
So what if
That's why
I
we're
get
called-
researched, and
why
they
we're calling
find the
her Petunia.
podcast.
What would they? How
Oh
would
yeah, they
trace-
won't know.
How would they trace you down? In every episode, you're spelled Spensr. It's perfect. It's the perfect.
It's hack proof.
Because every time that I've done it, I actually tag him as Spenser Sexton
Wait, really?
in the tags.
You've ruined us.
No, I
Well,
want
it's
Spencer's
also
life to
just
be
like
destroyed.
it's also
I've
just
been
like
planning this. I planned.
I've
this.
already dug myself such a hole in this scenario. What am I going to
What were you
do?
supposed to do? What
That's
were you
the thing.
expected to
That's
do?
the thing. The story starts off with me doing misplays, but then it eventually becomes.
I don't-
What can you
I
do?
There were
don't-
no misplays.
I don't feel like she can be like,
see-
why'd you walk away? Like, I don't think she.
That's the thing, though. She
See, I-
totally can't. She's obviously not a person who's used to.
I
Well,
feel
see,
like
the thing is,
I don't
Spencer,
think
I
it would make her mad. I think it would increase her concern for you. I think, if anything.
When
But
Spencer
it
and I were
might
talking
not
about
be
this
a
last
concern.
night, we brought up the idea maybe like she just didn't handle Spencer having a girlfriend that well, and she kind of like panicked for a second, and then like she said she was like she goes home, she's like
Dude, that's like my best. That is my. I am hoping so much that I show up on Monday and she goes like, "Look, I know that was like kind of uncalled for. I will be so relieved if that's the case.
Yeah.
But if I come back Monday and go, and like she comes back and goes, so." You never answered my question.
So, how was throwing away your trash?
I gotta go throw this away.
every day it's just I gotta throw this away, and it's just like his homework or some
It's
shit.
just. It was the
He
idea
just
of.
stands by the trash, like he's still with an
thing-
eyesight. He's just standing.
Like they
by
just kind
the
of like
trash.
maintain eye contact.
Other than like
whole
the
class.
obvious, just the thing that really bothered me about the whole thing was just the fact that it was just such a. It was such a like you. What are you gonna do? There's no way out. You have to like
you have to face this.
you have to face it.
What's the strangest confrontation you guys have had with a stranger? I think the Chick-fil-A guy.
Oh right.
that was actually.
At least that it came out with a happy ending.
It did.
Yeah,
Dude, wait, no!
Fucking
Oh
hype.
my god!
What?
This is a Chick-fil-A marketing campaign.
He knows we have a podcast.
That's what it is.
Oh my god, he recognized us.
I'm gonna come back to Monday and get a free Chick-fil-A breakfast.
It's the guys. It's the guys that did One at a Time. It's them. They're here.
My favorite sitcom.
It's the Dr. Dazzle guys.
Yeah. It's the Dazzlers.
No, not those. The other ones.
Yeah, you tell the Chick-fil-A story. Don't leave this
Okay,
like out.
Yeah. So me, Aaron, and Max were all sitting at a Chick-fil-A after school, and we were just eating, snacking, and like I was sitting on. We had a booth, and I was sitting at the booth like with my feet up on like I typically sit on the booth when I don't have anyone next to me. I like lie on the wall, the back wall, and
You
I
like
have-
sits on the booth diagonally.
Yeah,
Sideways.
Or, like, sideways.
He had his
And
feet,
I
he had
have
his feet on the booth.
I have my
Yeah.
feet on the booth, and I'm like turning my head, and then
Like a lounging position.
Yeah.
And then this guy walks past us.
It's like a middle-aged bald
this
guy.
middle-aged bald guy, and he's just like, and I still have my feet out. He's just like, hey. If I ever need to get any new chairs, I'll make sure to call you first. Ha! How's it going, bud? And they slaps me on the on the leg, and then
Like a little like
It's like
loving
past
like
the
yeah.
knees.
Yeah.
he slaps me on the well, he slaps me like here.
Yeah, he slapped
Yeah,
me
on
on
the
the
knee.
He's
Just-
very,
yeah.
he's very contact.
Like very yeah.
And I like a father, like how you doing, bud? Like he recognized.
Like,
me.
like,
now-
like,
on.
like
but
your
now-
dad walks in from work and you're like watching TV and he goes, "Hey Chip, how's it going?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the thing,
like,
the thing
Oh,
is,
you're
that-
watching some
that
football.
came right after what he meant was like Sean had his feet on the bench, and he was saying like, if I ever need to get new benches because of people like you who are putting their feet on the booth, I'm gonna talk to you first, kid. How you doing? Okay.
Yeah, and then
All right, have a good
He
one.
slapped me on the thigh and he
like,
walked
weird
away.
comedy
Yeah.
routine.
And just like, and Spencer, or fuck, and Aaron and
how's it
Max
there?
were just like losing their shit as quietly as they could.
'Cause he sat right next to
Because he
us.
sat like
Not in our
He
booth.
sat
He was
right
the-
behind
the booth
Sean.
right behind us,
Yeah.
and I was just in shock. I was like, I had this plastered
Sean's
on
mouth was
look
agape.
of trauma, and like, and yeah, so and then we just like waited for him to get up and walk back away. And I like the whole interaction. I just couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
It's just such a constant like stream of words from his mouth,
Yeah.
and then he just left.
Yeah, the guy walks away, and there was like a Chick-fil-A worker sitting in the booth next to us. He was talking to the guy, and he tells us he's actually the owner of the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, and then we're all just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right. And then
Instead of some
Yeah.
random guy very concerned
Yeah.
about Chick-fil-A's
No,
booths.
yeah.
but that gave us the chuckles, and then a few
You know,
minutes. Then a
yeah.
few minutes pass, And the guy comes back. He's just like, "Hey, sorry if it made y'all uncomfortable. Here are some Chick-fil-A gift cards. You can come in for a free breakfast if you want." I'm like, "Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so-
all right."
He gave
he
us gift cards. It was fucking awesome.
And then he
Yeah.
looked you in the eyes and he said, "Do you love me now?"
Do you love me, Sean?
I'm just looking for my son's approval. So
My son, Sean Wally.
My son,
I don't know
Sean
where he is. He left when he was
star
very
of one
young.
at a time.
You weren't in that.
I was.
You were
He
the
was-
cameraman.
No, he was in it for like
I
one
was
scene.
in. Yeah, I was in
The
the
snow
guy in the
scene.
robe.
Right.
I wasn't the
Definitely
star.
not the star.
Yeah, the least main character.
I think
in
you
that
may
entire
have been in it
series.
less than Will.
Yeah. No, but there that is.
Yeah.
Any other? I got it.
I don't want to go twice, but I
There
do
was.
have one.
You do have one. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you've already gone twice.
You used up your turns. Your
Max,
silence.
what about you? Got any Super Mario Sunshine stories?
One time I was slipping inside all the way around. I was on Peanut Park. I got Shadow Mario.
Whoa, dude. What was your time?
Dude, did you get him?
Yeah.
What was your
Nice,
time?
up top.
Yeah.
What was your time?
3.
3. Cool.
Dude, that is
New
probably close to a
record!
world record.
Dude, that's world record pace right there.
That's WR Peanut Park Mission 7.
I mean, obviously. If you got
Okay.
3, that's
Yeah.
nuts.
Can I go now? I think it's about time I speak again.
Yeah, Spencer should get a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't talked all podcast. No,
for
Sean, do you remember
30 minutes?
this?
Okay, yeah.
Maybe
He's only
I don't know if I've told this on the podcast before, but the
Are
time
you talking about the guy?
I
It was you and me?
The guy with the power?
Okay, so Sean and I are walking Sean's dog Harry.
Okay, let me preface this. This is kid Sean.
This is very young.
This
yeah.
is young asshole fucking Sean. Okay, go ahead.
no pity.
I'm not proud of Sean.
No pity, no regret.
Yeah.
No hostages. And we're walking Sean's dog, and we stumble upon there's like some construction going on.
Yeah.
And they were tearing up the sidewalk. And I go, "Hey, Sean, look at this." And I pick up it's broken.
Yeah, it's
like
just
concrete.
a broken piece of like.
It's
concrete.
obviously not used for anything.
Like, and we're fucking kids. So
and
we're
we
just
pick
like-
it up. I pick it up, and see, the concrete once it's like broken up, it just shatters when you throw it on the ground. So I throw it on the ground, and the concrete shatters. The little concrete
The
chunk.
little concrete
It's
piece,
essentially.
yeah.
It's not even concrete at this point.
It's like
just,
a little rock.
Yeah,
it's
we're
like
just-
a dirt clod.
We're just like fucking kids. Like, whoa, cool. Throwing.
It's
rocks
the
and shit.
science!
a little bit of dust and some pebbles come out of it. Like nothing big. And Sean picks one up and he does it. And we start doing we throw a couple of them, and this guy.
No, don't pause it.
Guest star.
Guest star.
Whoa,
World star.
World star!
Guest star time.
Guest star. Guest star.
I've
More
got
like
to add
track
a bunch
star
of music.
time.
Do you love Tracy?
Hello, mother. Hello. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
It's time for a podcast.
Tracy, can you say it's time for a podcast?
Sure.
Okay, say it.
Say it.
It's time for a podcast.
Don't you lie!
Copy that.
Who you think you are? Soy sauce.
Pass the knife. Marmaduke, you're a genius.
I'll make you eat those words.
Kill it, Billy.
Can't kill you, you're part of me. Somebody is happy.
Do the intro again.
Yeah,
All right.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Bye, Mom. All right. So.
Now that the squares are out, I was smoking so much weed, doing
what
so
was that?
many.
Wait, wait.
Whoa!
Oh, Daryl.
Hey,
Daryl.
it's time for a podcast.
Say that.
Time for a podcast. Don't you lie!
Copy that.
Who you think you are? Soy sauce.
Pass the knife. Marmaduke, you're a genius.
I'll make you eat those words.
Kill it, Billy.
Can't kill you, you're part of me. Somebody is happy.
Do the intro. Do the intro.
All right. Thank you, Daryl.
Thank you. Get out.
you.
Get out. Don't come back.
You're used.
Anyways, I was shooting up so much heroin, dude.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Back to the story.
So
Your Jared Leto
we're
voice.
we're smashing concrete,
that's
and this
that's
shirtless bald man. He's like
this Danny DeVito looking motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like completely hairless. Like his chest is hairless too. He
He's
looked
bald.
He looked like a fucking lump of
He's
hot
kind of
dog
sweaty.
meat. Like he did.
It's really
It was,
gross.
yeah, he was very sweaty, which is weird. because it was like fall. It wasn't hot outside.
Yeah.
And he comes out and he goes, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? You're messing with the concrete." And I look over and I go, I look over to Sean thinking, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get out of this, Sean? Sean's nowhere to be seen. Sean is down the street, fucking looking back at me.
Did you bring-
Seriously, he fucking dashed down the street, looking back at me, and the guy's like waddling up to me, and I like look at him, and I'm like, sorry, and then I run, and I still have the dog with me. Like it's like I have to carry this dog that doesn't know how to like run. That's never gone over 10 miles per hour in his life.
My fat fucking beagle dog.
I have to like drag him. I have to try and run away and drag this dog behind me and catch up to Sean. And like Sean's like, I like get up to Sean. I'm like, dude, like what was that? And he goes like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't say that.
No, I know, but you tried to like play it off like that was the thing I should have done.
I was just like, no. Yeah, no. I was like, it's our fault. I'm sorry. It's like, no, it was our fault. We deserve that. Because I remember it being like that. I remember that's what I was saying.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, we're smashing concrete. Like, no one, those were rocks. Like, what the fuck?
I was a kid that like didn't really know
When authority yells at you, you feel bad.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't often like get in trouble or have interactions with people that weren't like teachers in terms of authority. And I was just like, no, dude, it was our fault.
I was really mad. I remember being really mad.
Bad kids.
I remember like walking
guys.
away being very
are a
bothered
bad
by
guy,
that
Sean.
situation. Like I remember going like, God, that guy was such a dick. Like, oh, I hate that
I was just
guy.
like, God, I was just riddled with guilt.
Yeah, like Sean had like PTSD, and I was just really irate.
One time when I was like in third grade, the principal of my school passed by me in the hallway. We were passing by in the hallway. I'm not like looking at him. I think that offended him. So he grabs me by the shirt collar.
What?
What? You told me this
yeah.
before.
Is this a private school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean, oh, okay? It's still not okay in the early 2000s.
I know.
Yeah. So he grabs me by the shirt collar. He drags my face in close to his and he says, he growls at me, "You better say hi to me."
What?
I squeak out like, "Hi," and he lets go of me and just walks back down the hall.
What the fuck? Was he having a bad day or something?
No, I think he thought I was.
What the?
Have a bad
Yeah, that's
day.
gonna make
You're having a bad day.
Run down, scream at a kid, and you turn it around.
In reality, it was probably a lot less intense than I remember.
Yeah, he might. He
definitely did it.
You probably just like pat your shoulder. Like,
Yeah, he probably grabbed your shoulder.
Sorry.
Please don't hurt me.
Hey, hi, Max. Jesus Christ!
I don't like. I'm so confused because like
Where's that
even
smile?
if- What's going through his head where he's like, this kid's having a bad day. Hey, you better say hi to me.
Hey!
Well, no, it's because
Hey, just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean you can ruin mine.
No, it's because when I was really young, I had trouble like greeting people. So I guess that's how he thought it would.
He knew
help
you.
me.
I'm gonna help this kid get over his fear by fucking beating him to a pulp.
That's not what happened.
Then he gave you a wet willy.
Yeah, that guy got fired.
Kicked you in the face.
Did he?
Yeah,
Wait, when? Like for
He
that?
grabbed you and
or
just,
just
not
like
for that.
on a separate occasion?
For like later, something to do with swine flu, I think.
He injected you with
Excuse me?
swine flu.
No, that was a different. Never mind. That was like a.
That was a
personality
different story.
thing. No, he got fired. I don't know what. Probably like he was gay or something. In the Catholic school.
Jesus.
Oh, well.
What?
We have gay teachers.
Yeah, we didn't.
No, I mean now.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen a gay teacher before in my life. I think they're
Did you not-
fakers.
Did you not watch Here Comes the Boom?
No.
He was gay.
No.
Just want to make sure.
Kevin James was gay, and
And
here comes the boom.
He was not gay.
Trying to think of a.
Have you guys ever gotten like someone fired? Like you something?
Like-
have you ever had an interaction where you go like, this guy is definitely like at least getting yelled at for this interaction?
No.
What do you mean?
I've gotten a dog killed before.
What?
The fuck?
Excuse me.
Yes. The first time I ever went over to Chris's house, he had this like wiener dog. His grandma was in town, and his grandma had a wiener dog, and she ran up and she bit me on the leg, like, very lightly. I was like, ow. But I was, like, a little afraid of dogs at the time, so it kind of freaked me out a little bit. But I wasn't making a big deal out of it, you know? I was just kind of like, ow, like, get me a Band-Aid.
I demanded the dog be executed.
No.
I must have this dog's head.
I just wanted a Band-Aid, and, you know, they give me a Band-Aid, and they're like, oh, it's fine. You know, you're fine. It's just, like, a little bit of a cut. And, Chris comes to school that that Monday and tells me, he's like, yeah, no, we like took care of that dog. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, no, we got that dog put down because it was an aggressive dog. And I was like, what
the
and I felt so bad.
Yeah.
So I was like I wasn't.
Were there like multiple cases?
I most likely, but it's still.
This dog bit a 6-year-old. I'm gonna execute him.
I wasn't 6. I was like fucking like 10.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm
Still
old enough
bad.
to like not.
Then it's just a wiener dog. Like
It was like not like it was seriously like a cut. It like healed
keep
up.
that wiener dog on a leash.
No, it's like healed up in like 2 days.
That reminds me of. Oh, I forgot about this. One of the best. No, it's not a story we're sharing. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I thought it was funny because when Spencer was telling this story, he said like the grandma had a wiener dog, and then the next sentence was she bit me on the leg, and I just imagined the grandma biting him on the leg for a second.
And she picked
I
him
got
up.
this little weenie.
I want to test out my new dating
like
shoes.
I had to put her down.
Like Spencer and Chris like open the door. They're like, "Grandma, we're home," and the grandma just like jumps out of she jumps out from the side.
Intruder!
Like, bites Spencer on the ankle.
Like she has
like
to
a
get down
zombie.
on the ground.
Like she's on all fours, like biting Spencer on the leg.
Grr.
Then she hisses and jumps into the window and just.
And Chris comes to
scurries
school
off.
on Monday. We had to put my grandma down. She was too aggressive. The dog's okay though.
Yeah. As
Oh,
long as
what
that's-
dog? We had we put that one down just for shits and giggles.
We thought it'd be funny, dude.
Lamau.
Grandma,
All dead wieners.
Grandma bit the dog. We had to put the dog down.
God,
He was riddled with her diseases.
We would have had if we fed Grandma another time. She would have just kept coming
the
back.
dog was gonna get old after it got bit by the grandma. I heard age is contagious.
Age is contagious. That's right.
Thank you.
Okay, back to the.
Back to the lesson
Back to
at
the-
hand.
That might not be a good story. Well, I'll share it anyway since. we have
Yeah,
nothing
might
else
as
to talk
well.
about. In terms of like meeting like strangers, like I was at this basically what it was is I forget the name of it, but it was this hippie jam fest, and it was like
With
I was-
Trackstar, I assume.
no, it was Neil Deal.
Oh, wow.
Which
Not something I would peg him for.
no, I would totally fucking.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
For a hippie thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad like went to New Orleans and got high on shrooms. And this was like 2 years ago.
Wow.
It's funny.
I do remember that time we came, like, back to Sean's house one time, and his house definitely smelled like weed.
Oh god, yeah. That side room smells like weed all the time. It's like not
It's just
subtle
weird.
at all.
It's like
And
at
they're
the same
like
time,
50-year-olds. Like, grow up.
I can both like
When are you gonna grow
completely
up?
I can both
I'm 50 and a half.
Come on,
I'm just 15 and a half.
I can both completely imagine him doing that, and then at the same time I also just cannot picture
Yeah.
it. Because like I see two sides of Neil.
Like there's
one of them's the uptight
one
one,
of them
the
like
other one's like the one
dad.
that's like yeah.
Like one of them's just the dad that's just like up
And then
uptight
the
and
other
stern,
is Neil.
and he's like Sean.
And then there's
Neil doing your homework.
Sean, make sure you're doing your homework. And then the other side is him with his friends, and he's just a fucking child.
Remember when they came in and we were dancing to Glitter Force?
What? Oh yeah, I remember that.
And they were all drunk.
Yeah, no, there's like that one. Like we were watching Glitter Force, which is this magical girl show on Netflix, and the end credit came on, and it was this dancing thing.
It's like a
and we all
3D
started,
vocal. It's
we
like
all-
a vocal
we all
music
started
video, basically.
dancing, and the fucking like my dad and his friends came upstairs. And they were looking at us. And
No, we were watching it in the
we were
living room.
downstairs.
No, we were watching
And then
it
they
in
came
the
in-
living
they
room.
came inside.
And they came inside, and like this one woman was just like, "Yeah, I want to join in spank me. And it was like, that's like what she said.
She didn't say spank.
Yes, she did. Remember? And then my dad was like, okay, calm down, Trish.
I do not remember
that. Was definitely happened.
What the fuck?
You know,
definitely
I
happened.
don't
I
remember.
swear
her,
to God.
I don't remember her saying "spank me," but I do remember her saying something after the "I want to join in" that I couldn't make out.
No,
So
yeah,
she
that's
definitely
what she
said
said.
something.
That's what she said. I swear to
What the
God.
fuck?
It was fucking hilarious.
Have you ever told the
We were like
007 story?
17.
Similarly, speaking of being drunk and sexually like interacting with a child, Spensr has a story.
Yes!
For this
This one's a
topic.
classic, man.
That's a good build up to it, too.
Yeah.
No, I'm
one
not done
time-
yet.
What?
What?
Are we not done?
No, we're done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. There is one just to leave the Neil thing as
yeah,
is.
I forgot.
There's one thing I wanted to. Well, you wouldn't know this. It's when me and Connor were working on the claymation, and Dad brought like a bunch of friends over, and they were in the side room, and they spent I think like a full hour and a half arguing the most deadly animal in nature.
In the animal kingdom.
Yes.
I believe it's the desert wasp.
Yeah,
I'm Wiz and he's Boomstick.
What was that like witch cackle I just did? I've never laughed like that before. Okay,
Hey,
Spenser.
you know what? I laughed weird during the judge, alright? We got a lot of things.
Okay, Spenser, share your story.
Okay, so one time I went over to Sean's. This was like kind of in that in-between period of when we were like, when it was like a young Sean period and then like a current
Yeah.
Sean period.
So 8th grade?
Yeah, it was just a
That
bit
was
more
like
of a.
seventh grade.
It was a bit more of a
was my
transitioning
transition.
period.
I
But
transitioned.
I go over to Sean's house and there's like a party going on and I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck is happening? And it's wasn't it like an architect
It was
thing?
the architect open house that my stepdad hosts like every. Well, he used to host like yearly, and yeah, and I didn't want to be there fucking alone, so it was just like, Spenser, please come with me.
So yeah, I come in and Sean was up in the attic at that point. Like his like whole setup was in the attic, and so I go, so we go up, and you know we're having a grand old time, but eventually we get hungry, so we come downstairs to get some like snacks and some sodas and shit, and while we're in the kitchen, there's like this house is like jam packed full of people. Like there are so many people here. And this one drunk lady holding a wine comes up to me during the like.
How old are you at this point?
Like 8, like not 8, like
Not
10,
8, Jesus.
10, 12. Like,
Yeah, like about 12.
12.
And we are in the kitchen. This is not the area to be dancing in the first place. She like does like a spin up to me, and she goes,
Like no. We're like Live or Let Die came on, and we were like jokingly pretending.
"Oh
like
yeah, we
James
did like a
Bond.
secret agent. We were doing like a joking secret agent thing because we were like going downstairs
Yeah.
to try and avoid and
While
get
Live
the food.
while Live and Let Die was playing.
Yeah,
That's
and we
the
wanted to
reason why we
like
did that.
not interact with people as much as possible, so we were
That's
making.
right.
a
You
joke
tried
out
to
of
make a
sneaking.
spectacle.
That was why we did it.
And this girl spins. This is like a 40-year-old lady spins up to me, holds her hand out, and goes,
Oh yeah, dance with me, 007. Yeah. Wow. Or that would have been the punchline if the audio didn't just sporadically cut off right there for I don't know what reason. But yeah, that's all we have of the podcast. Looks like it's not time for a podcast.